2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, they find themselves with a comparable win percentage to this time last year, but looking to make a push as this season continues. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Wizards head back to Washington after today's contest. And, of course, Trevor Ariza. This game for him, just his second game with his new team. Still a feeling out period for him right now.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And now Washington's starting group. Beal and Porter make up the perimeter. Bryant is out there with Green, and it's Wall in at the point guard. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. Here is Whiteside. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Now here's Richardson. Can't hit the corner 3. Beal deciding where to go with it. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dragic against Wall. Pass to Richardson. There's the triple. Richardson missing again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Here's Magruder. Last game out he had 14. Kicks to Whiteside. Back to Magruder. Wall with the steal. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dragic against Wall. Bryant finds Beal. Poked loose, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks, who wants to win his 2nd game of the season against this team, and the key, he said, is about limiting drives and penetration. He added, we can't allow them to play to their strengths, finishing around the rim. So it's important for us to own the paint. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Porter kicks to Green. Johnson with the block. They retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Bryant. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Magruder passes to Richardson. And again, Miami with the triple.
Richardson's pretty consistent at draining that 3 ball. The D can't allow him to get too comfortable while he's camped out behind the arc.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Passes it to Beal. Lets it go from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses. Richardson dishes to Dragic. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him. Wall with some nice defense. Green finds Wall. Got a hand on it.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
Nice D from Bryant.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys into foul trouble.
The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Hassan Whiteside on top.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Bryant with it. 8 points his last outing.
Well, the Heat take great pride in what they try to do defensively, their activity, their awareness, their alertness. Well, this team, as they grow, right now they're committing a ton of fouls, but that comes with the territory about learning some of these schemes and trying to be as physical as they like to be.
shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Bryant. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Bryant hits them both.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Magruder kicks to Adebayo. Here's Dragic. Second chance shot. Richardson gets a wide open look and a miss there on the triple.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Wizards trail by 4. Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And here's Dragic following Otto Porter's 3. Outside Dragic, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Bradley Beal. Averaging about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now. This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him. Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
Miami leading by 4. Outside Dragic. A three-pointer is right on target. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dragic against Wall. Outside Porter. The 3. Washington with a fresh shot clock. And Whiteside sends it back.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Wall looking it over. He kicks it to Beal. Outside Porter. And here's Wall outside. Rebound by the Heat.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Over Porter. Richardson, no luck.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
The free throw drops for Jeff Green. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. I think those are necessary things.
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the league always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying.
Yes, that goes in.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 7. Pass to Beal. The pass to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Beal. Porter looking it over. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Wade can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And it's Wall at the elbow. And again, Washington no good.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Now here's Richardson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Miami.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And then for Washington, Markieff Morris is checked in for Bryant. Lisa comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky is subbed in for John Wall.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Ellington. He's covered closely. T. Wade on the wing. Pass to Olynyk, over Green, and the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Satoransky, the pass to Green. Can't hit from in close. Miami leading by 9. And here is Ellington. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Winslow. That's up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Winslow's got his first 3 points of the game.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Washington calls timeout.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Wizards making a switch here. Decker's checked in. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Heat. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Washington, a game behind.
And you know, for the Heat, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Here's Ariza. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Olynyk. Winslow's got 5 now.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Satoransky kicks to Beal. Now Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot to stop the run, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. The Heat in 5th.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Here's Wade. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now here's Olynyk. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in.
One shot, find the lanes.
That free throw good from Wade. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I
It
thought
was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. The Heat leading by 18. Pass to Winslow. Wade against Satoransky. No good from Wade. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Decker gets the bucket.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Got a piece of it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Winslow.
Great connection on the alley-oop there. Winslow really slamming that down.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Morris, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And it's Winslow, that time on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Count it.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
And so it's Miami with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. The Wizards with a bad habit of playing down to the level of competition. Bradley Beal says it has got to change.
I think our biggest problem was not respecting our opponents, thinking it was going to be easy. We have to realize that everybody in this league is a pro. Everybody's capable of winning. Everybody's capable of scoring. And it's tough to win in this league. So it's important each and every night that we come out with the focus and mentality that, yeah, we're a good team, but we still have to produce on the floor.
Well, the Wizards are a team with a lot of confidence, Greg, but you have to watch out for overconfidence.
Like he said, it's about respecting your opponent and bringing maximum level effort every time.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Trevor Ariza out there with Decker. Then it's Wall. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Satoransky in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you.
2-2.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Miami. Both good from the line that time. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
McGruder passes to Winslow. Kicks it to Ellington. Here's McGruder, got a piece of it. An even 3-on-3 break. The 3 from Morris drains it from beyond the arc. Morris has got 6 points. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's McGruder. Satoransky covering. McGruder, that's good. All with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Here's Johnson. That shot off. And Washington the other way now. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. All with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Ariza finds Wall. 6 to shoot. Back to Ariza. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Ariza's got his second bucket.
And 3-pointers constituting the majority of Ariza's shot attempts in recent years. He won't hesitate.
Now here's Ellington, covered by Wall. Here's Olynyk. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Satoransky. Ellington defending. And Satoransky kicks to Morris. To the left wing. Wall. They get it again. And Wall able to finish.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
McGruder passes to Ellington. Olynyk up top. Back to Ellington. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Wizards. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
felt like the louder the crowd got and the more hostile they were, the more together this team played. So worked out nicely.
Magruder passes to Winslow, and there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That is his first foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Wayne Ellington, and a switcher also for Washington. Miami's checked in for Decker, and clearly Scott Brooks wants to take a timeout and talk it over. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat, 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
And the Heat with some changes. Whiteside comes in for Olynyk, and it's Richardson in for Justice Winslow. Porter's checked in for Washington. Dragic against Wall. Over Dragic. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Wall. The Heat have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Richardson kicks to Magruder. Down low. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. That's tipped.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Here's Richardson. Oh, and the jam by Richardson.
Well, nights like this for this basketball team on the offensive end, to have Richardson step up, that takes a ton of pressure off the rest of the team.
Here's Wall, and Washington again with the bucket.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Knocked loose. Dragic, the pass to Magruder. Back to Dragic. But they get it back. Johnson fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Johnson's tenacity meter right now redlining. He loves taking the punishment and finishing through it.
The Heat have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Ariza. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Satoransky. Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hardworking young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers too. His rookie year was phenomenal, and it came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
Outside Dragic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Sensational drive from Dragic there, giving the defense only the choice to foul him there.
Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
And that one falls for Dragic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Beal with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Magruder. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. They host the 76ers after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Richardson dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Back to Johnson from deep, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wizards trail by 11. The pass to Mahimi. Outside Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's McGrudy, covered by Wall. Whiteside finds Dragic. Shoots over Beal. No good from Dragic.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Wall, that's good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. There's the foul. It's on Mahimi. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Dwayne Wade comes in for Rodney McGruder. And a switcher also for Washington. Green's checked in. Now here's Wall. He's got 12. Pass to Bryant. Outside Beal, and it's Wall in the corner.
Excellent defense from Dragic there to make sure that shot was not an easy one.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porter pulls it in. Wizards trail by 6. Here's the teardrop, and Whiteside sends it back, and the wide open shot from Green. Here's Bryant, and finally they hit one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. Over Wall. Porter with the steal. It's Beal on the wing. Richardson covering. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
Well, getting the ball off the dribble to the bucket is one of Dragic's strengths. You can't afford to let him get that close to the rim, or he's going to get you.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Passes it to Beal. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Porter against Richardson. Porter kicks to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive by Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Dragic. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Bryant. Both free throws good from Bryant.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
The Heat have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Both free throws good from Dragic.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Wall finds Bryant. Beal gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Beal's got 13.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Richardson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Kicks it to Wall. Porter passes to Green. It's Whiteside, top of the key, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
That free throw, no good.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
The pass to Decker. Inside. There's the steal. Beal against Wade. Over Beal. Here's Adebayo. The shot, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Here's Dragic. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wall. Hits from the high post. Wall's got 14 points. The Heat with the lead. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Adebayo. And that one is good. Adebayo's got his second basket of the night.
Well, there can be more unselfish play from Whiteside as his career goes on. If he draws double teams, he's got to know someone's open.
Outside, Wall. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good.
When you have a big man like Whiteside putting his hand up, it's always going to make your shot that much more difficult.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the three-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, You, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They simply could not be contained, and their effort propelled them to widen the scoring margin to blowout proportions. And they ended their mad dash in the first quarter with a formidable 18-point lead. Momentum shifted quite a bit during the second quarter, as did their scoring, but they still hold a 4-point lead at the break. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Dragic, and it's Magruder in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And finished off by Bryant.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Green dishes the Wall. Outside Bryant. Outside Beal. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. 16 points for Beal.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
No good on that one. Some solid defense from Bryant. And taken away by Johnson. 3 on 3. Here's Richardson, and he gets the bucket. Richardson's got 14 points.
Now, even though he's slightly built, Richardson does play a physical game. Remarkable how much contact he absorbs.
Wall finds Bryant. Over Whiteside, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Wall.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
Knocked loose. Magruder passes to Johnson to the inside. Wall with the steal. There's the call on James Johnson. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. All with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Outside Beal. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Now the dish to Richardson. Passes to Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
That one is off.
Yeah, like a five-tool baseball player, James Johnson's one of those guys who does a little bit of everything for his team.
Washington making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Green. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. Beal finds Bryant. Back to Beal. And it's blocked by Whiteside. In transition, here comes Miami. Johnson's got the ball. No good on the shot. Good D by Ariza.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Heat. Ellington comes in for Goran Dragic. Satoransky, the pass to Porter. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. Here's Richardson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, rising up on the J. Richardson, good timing on the pull-up that time.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Back to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Richardson dishes to Johnson. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. Here's Magruder. Satoransky covering. Magruder, that's good.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And here is Satoransky. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Beal. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And here are the Heat now. It's a one-point game. Porter against Richardson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Cans it from downtown. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Satoransky. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Outside Beal. Outside Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Ariza. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Beal finds Mahinmi. Back to Beal. To the inside. It's over Olynyk, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Olynyk.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Wizards haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the first one drops. And the Heat with some changes. Adebayo is checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Richardson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Rodney McGruder. Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. That one is no good. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Satoransky's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 3. Ellington the pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Winslow. Here's Olynyk, and there's another one for the Heat.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Wizards trail by 5. Here's Satoransky. He has 5. Beal from long range. And that one is off. And it's Miami the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The feed to Wade. Beal with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Wade? He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
And Satoransky kicks to Ariza. From the arc. Good on the triple. Ariza's got 8.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Ellington. Satoransky covering. Bounce pass from Ellington. Shoots from the baseline. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Washington has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Ariza no luck.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Wade dishes to Ellington. Wade surveying the D. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Wade. And it's Adebayo in the corner. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Decker's checked in. And Satoransky kicks to Beal. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. John Wall's checked in for Beal. Decker passes to Ariza. And again, Washington no good. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. It's Dragic with the drive. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instills some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
One shot.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 5. Green kicks to Wall. Up top, Morris. Now the pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. And it's Wade with the rebound. Miami leading by 5. To the middle. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Morris. 16 points for John Wall.
And the tight defense there only seems to increase Wall's focus. Gives him a little extra lift on the jumper.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Wizards trail by 7. And Satoransky kicks to Morris. Dishes to Wall. Cans it from downtown.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Decker. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dragic finds Winslow. Back to Dragic, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jeff Green. 4th in field goal percentage. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. From 13. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Wade. Here's Adebayo. Guarded by Green. Winslow, the pass to Whiteside. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
All against Dragic. Wall attacking. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Dragic. And no good. Trying to use the glass. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington, Green is out there with Decker. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Decker kicks to Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. And a switcher also for Washington. Ryan is checked in for Morris. The Heat leading by 5. Wade outside. He feeds it to Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Green passes to Satoransky. Over in the corner, Decker drops in the tray.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Dragic against Wall. Dragic finds Whiteside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Adebayo. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Richardson, nice shot from the wing.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Wizards trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Pass to Bryant. Green with the ball. And he comes up with the deuce.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Ball against Dragic. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Miami making a change here. Magruder's checked in. Porter's checked in for Washington. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And there's the bucket from Magruder.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. 6-point game. Now here's Decker. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out. Inside, here's Johnson. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Green. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Whiteside. Back to Johnson. Makes it off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. And a wide open look for Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. The Heat leading by 5. And here's Dragic. Johnson outside to the inside. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Richardson knocking down the shot. He's got good shooting form.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. All with it. Now guarded by Dragic. On the wing, Porter. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. Here's Bryant. And Bryant slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Johnson in the corner. Heat moving the ball around. Right side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
Beal's checked in for Sandek. Feeds it to Johnson. Whiteside trying to break free. Johnson, good. And the Heat lead by 4.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Wall against Dragic. And Wall kicks to Beal. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Richardson against Porter. Now here's Richardson, guarded closer, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Wizards trail by 6. Now Wall. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Beal from long range. Rebound by the Heat. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Porter. Whiteside, good.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Start it.
Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
One shot.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a 2nd-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
Beal from long range. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And now 24 points for Bradley Beal. The Heat leading by 8. Magruder kicks to Dragic. Here's Richardson. Launches it. No good from Dragic.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better. That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And it's Magruder missing.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Whiteside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Whiteside's got 11 points here in just the second half.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
All with it, now guarded by Dragic. Wall dishes to Bryant. Outside, Beal. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. They're leading by 8. Here's Johnson. And it's Magruder in the corner. Off target from outside. Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And it's Dragic with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Wall against Dragic. Wall passes to Porter. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Richardson finds Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. And good. He nails it.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Outside, Green. It's Beal on the wing. Outside, Bryant. And he makes that one.
And if you keep working around on offense to find the mismatch, you can find easy points.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Josh Richardson.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Miami leading by 6. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Pass to Whiteside. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
All with it, now guarded by Dragic, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Dwayne Wade's checked in for the Heat. And stolen by Richardson. To the paint. Here's Whiteside, and it's Miami with another.
Now, Whiteside has been the show tonight, putting up some monster numbers.
Wizards trail by 10. And Wall kicks to Porter. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Richardson's got 6 rebounds in the game. The shot by Wade wide open. And there's another one for the Heat.
Once Wade knew he had the defense on their heels, he pulls up and fires the jumper.
Here's Wall. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Wall's got 23 points.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. And that'll be his third foul so far. Beal against Wade. Kicks it to Dragic. Over Wall. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Porter. Shoots. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student. Plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And Richardson drops them both. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Miami.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Wall attacking. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. That one doesn't go. And the Heat going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Whiteside. Over Bryant. Whiteside, no good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.